For recent college grads or those who may be out of college for a few years, you have to pay rent and all these other bills that come in that weren't there when you were a college student. So stretching that check, is hard at times. Do you invest the money that you should be saving, or is it all chips in and you're risking it all at that point? Is it reasonable for someone to save the 30% that you're supposed to save?
Yeah, risking it all, that's a strong word. I would say anytime you start a business, it is a tremendous risk. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it with the mindset that this is going to be a young person who wants to run the business themselves. So it'll be very tough trying to do a corporate America job and also at the same time trying to run a pure true business. Now, if this is a side business or something that doesn't take a lot of time, maybe an internet business or something small aside, that's a different story. But if it's a true business where, if I took my example, like we opened a mattress store in Irving, it would have been tough for myself to actually be in corporate America and also open this true mattress business. With that being said, with that thought process, if it's a true business, whether it's a franchise, whether it's a full-blown business, you're going to have to work a whole lot of hours to make that bad boy run. Nobody's going to treat your business the way you're going to treat your own business. You'll have to put a lot of time in, a lot of hours in. You're going to make mistakes at the beginning, but those are great learning tools for your future development as a business owner, that you won't make those same mistakes going forward. You have to understand that it won't be as easy as I guess the academic world creates it out to be. There's things that are unique to each independent industry you go into, each independent city you go into, each demographic you're associated with. There's so many different variables you'll encounter that there's no way that the academic world or a person like myself can really prepare you for all the different situations that you'll be faced with as a business owner. So that's why I'm going back to my point of you really have to put all your chips on the table, go full steam ahead. If a business is what you really want to do, given the fact that you got the funding and everything, you'll have to go full steam ahead with it. And you'll probably work harder than you ever did getting that business up and running to come to a point where it's being successful. But once you're at that point, you'll be glad you did it.
So you don't save 30%.
30%. I'm not sure where you got 30% from, but
I thought you were supposed to save 30% of your income for like emergencies. Like, I follow Susie Orman, and she always harps on the importance of saving a certain amount of your income for the rainy day. And she always makes people, well, most of the time, whenever she approves something, you have to have 3 times your income in a savings account. If you're trying to start a business, you got to make this money go all over the place, but it's only so much of the money that can go around. So I thought it was 30%, but is it? I don't know.
I haven't heard it broke down in percentages. I heard it broke down as far as emergency savings goes. You need 6 to 8 months of emergency savings put aside, but I haven't heard it broke down into percent. So I'm making the assumption that if you already have the 6 to 8 months already set aside of emergency savings, is there any need to put additional money into that account if you want to go ahead and use that money towards other things? That I don't know. I would probably think, if you want to start a business, you already got your 6 to 8 months saved for emergencies. Well, why not put that 30% or that extra money towards the business, something like that? So.
Corey, you have a franchise business. What are some things that you can share about your experiences for those who are seeking to own a franchise business?
Yeah, franchises are an awesome way to start a business. So what you normally encounter with a franchise is that somebody comes to you or you approach somebody that has a proven concept that you can can then buy from them essentially and turn around, open your own business with kind of a promise to give them a portion of the profits from what you do as a independent business owner under that franchise. So with that being said, yeah, that's a great way of creating a business from the standpoint of they usually provide you the marketing for the business. They can a lot of times help you pick out the best area or demographic to actually open a business. And they also provide you the internal workings for the business, from whether it's the the ability to help source employees to the best way to run your inventory. So the great thing about a franchise is they provide you a lot of the stuff that you wouldn't have to think about as an independent business owner. The downturn on that is that they do and really request that you do things a very specific way because they have a proven model. So sometimes your creativity is capped because you have to do things a certain way per the franchise model. I would say if you are a creative person or if you truly have a vision other than your franchise, other than what your franchise has to offer, it's sometimes tough to be able to go outside of what the franchise model wants you to have. So that's the only downturn about a franchise is that you got to do it their way. And when you don't have that same vision, there's usually a rub in the road on